Peace and love, family. Just a
Peace and love.
quick update on what we have discovered in exposing the Vatican. I want to start off with sharing my screen with the city of Turin. Turin City is cloned the city of a thousand churches, right? So recently, the Pope has promoted a bishop to cardinal instantly here in
Mm.
America. This is an indication of what we already know, what we've been already working on here uh, in our soul tribe, doing our clearing and doing our rituals to remove those individuals from the Vatican and from the places of power, such as the so called Queen of England. Okay. And she her character is getting ready to die off. Okay, that's what they are attempting to present out to the world, and this is how the Illuminati communicate with one another. Okay, they keep putting out articles. Remember, they own the media and all these multimedia platforms, so they keep putting out to the world when the queen dies. Okay, now we know the queen who was in the seat of an imposter as a queen in England, she transitioned over 2 years ago now.
Mm.
But they have not died off her character yet. They are in the process of dying off her character. So you'll see different articles coming up about when the queen dies, this is what it's going to look like, and blah, blah, blah. Share my other screen. So there's a big shift in power that's happening right now uh, with the Vatican, with the Queen, so called Queen of England, and then her so called royal family. The true royals are coming back into their powers, and they don't really know what to do. They don't know how to really convey this to the world. As long as those that have been in power and controlling the media, they are the same ones controlling this fake fraud family who claims to be royals, who do not come from the imperial royal bloodline, but have been put there just to present themselves as royals and do the bidding of those who are controlling them from the background. But there are so many different articles that I've seen talking about what it's going to look like and what to expect when she dies. There's a lot of different articles. What happens when Queen dies? So it's all of these stories in the past year since February, and somebody was getting ready to die off her character in early February of this year, and then they retracted it and came out. It was a whole big thing about it. A news article, a publisher came out and was talking about the queen has died. I think it was a big publisher like CNN, something like that. So This is the news that that the Illuminati and those that control the Vatican and the Queen of England have been putting out. This is the message that they have put out to all the media outlets, as you can see from that Google thread. What will happen when the Queen dies? So this is how they communicate. So they're telling their people, when you see this happen, you know this character has died. So they're trying to prepare all of their people for what's about to happen. And this is happening because myself and those that are in their proper places are moving our way back up into our seats of power as we should. And it's more particularly regarding the actual bloodline that belongs on the throne. It's not these fake Windsors, and it's definitely not a pale face. And she even came out some years back and spilled the beans. An article came out from her website talking about how she was not a real human being and how she will be on the throne till the sons of God come back. She really, was candid about what she was saying, and she was truthful. Of course, maybe I don't even think it was a full day later. I'm not sure how long it stayed up there, but it was enough for us to see it, and a lot of people copied it. So they know full well that they are not in a proper place to be doing what they are doing and, presenting themselves out to the world as royal when they are actually the furthest thing from it. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the other topics that I wanted you all to take note of. Just peep game, take notes on what I'm saying. You'll see it for yourself. See all these news media outlets, Ellie, Cosmopolitan, Today, they all have the same rhetoric about what will happen when the Queen dies. Britain's plan for when Queen II dies. Politico, RD.com, Reader's Digest, all of them have been fed the same story. This is how you know it's propaganda at play. Just teaching y'all what I know and how to spot and expose what's really going on. Now they talking about this way before it's been announced that she's died. So that's just giving instructions to people. That's how they do it. Okay. Now, what else is currently happening? And they have put out in the news regarding the Vatican is the Pope just up and appointed a new um, cardinal. He just up and appointed a new cardinal. Pardon me, give me 1 second. I'm going to share that screen. Now, this is coming on the heels of the Vatican being tore down. We tearing them up spiritually. We're exposing them. And see, all of the real power has to be done in the spirit realm. And I want to make note of something else. If you go back and you study ancient um, rulers and ancient powers and how they dressed, you'll see that they wore a headdress shaped similarly to this. There's no way. This is a ruling power. Ruling
Mhm.
powers wear headdresses like this.
All out of commit.
Uh-huh. Ancient Kemet, yes. So this goes to show you right here how out of order these people are. They're truly out of order. Everything that they are doing, everything that they have done and been doing is out of order. How can you allow someone not of the imperial royal bloodline of rulership to wear this type of headdress? See, this is why I write royal decrees to charge them for their misconduct. This is against the law. And when I say that and write that into the Vatican and into the international criminal courts, they know exactly what I mean because the law is with the first family. The law is with those heirs of them who ruled on this land, which I am one of them, and I can give that royal decree and that notice. So they're being taken out of power. So now here you have they running and scrambling out of the Vatican. So this Pope comes out and says on national news and international news that he is now passing the baton over to this man in America, American bishop. So he thinks that he's going to have him do his dirty work and continue to tangle with the new America and the American Empress that has been resurrected and the American Empire that has been resurrected. So I give y'all my take on the news, on what's going on, what I see is going on from my point of view, because I'm dealing with these subjects and this subject matter on a daily basis. I do a lot of the royal decrees. It's not time for me to show and make public, but I can tell you firsthand why this move is being made. All this power is being transferred suddenly over to a cardinal who was just a bishop. Out of all of a sudden, he just picked this man out of you know out of all of the up and running and up and coming cardinals. He picks this bishop and makes him a cardinal, having no official um, ceremony, no official training, or you know, no official right of way for him to step outside of the Vatican and Turin City, the city of 1,000 churches, and bounce over here to America and make a bishop just like that overnight. So this is an attempt to transfer power out of the Vatican over to this man here. Can you see? Okay. We're not going to watch that. I just happened to tap on it by mistake. But this is the man who they suddenly decided needed to be a cardinal. So you have the bishops, the cardinals, and then the popes. All of these individuals are Jesuit priests out of uh, the city of Turin. The city of Turin is a city in Italy that is also known as the city of 1,000 churches. Now they've since changed a lot of stuff Google regarding Turin being the city of 1,000 churches, but it is. Every time they're exposed, they pull their powers and their weights and move things around, and they have um, taken down a lot of the information from off of Google regarding um, Turin City and the city of 1,000 churches. But if you go to, DuckDuckGo or something like that, you will be able to see it. Go somewhere other than Google, and you can find what I'm talking about. Here's an article that was published in year 1990. So Turin City of Italy, not too far from where all the movers and shakers are of the Vatican. This is where their hub for all of their satanic rituals and their prayer warriors, their sorcerers, where they run their sorcery operations from, was from the Turin city, the city of 1,000 churches. So you got all of Italy, uh, primarily Rome, Italy, Turin city, not too far from Rome, Italy, full of churches. And all they're doing in these churches are um, manipulation and running sorcery operations under the guise of prayer. So they have taught all of these centurias, all of their disciples under them, how to do these rituals and how to and who to pray to. And they give them guidance and instructions on whatever agenda they're working on at that time to pray against it or for it or whatever they want to make happen. So this is how the Illuminati and all those in those secret societies high up, they can go to people and say, well, we can make you into anything you want to be, okay? Because they are running these sorcery operations with thousands and thousands of individuals that do sorcery and that are praying. They're using it's confusing because to the people that are probably doing it, because they're teaching them how to pray. Like prayer is supposed to be something good. But what they ask them to do in those prayers is what makes it bad. Anytime you have thousands of people praying to take somebody's kidney or praying to take somebody down or praying to kill somebody, that's when it becomes, satanic and a sorcery operation. But they're using prayer in vain. And so this is how they've been doing a lot of world manipulation, how they've been able to stay in control so long, and how they've been able to manipulate the people. So, Turin City, the city of 1,000 churches, in 1990, this article, Los Angeles Times, said Turin City is getting a devil of a time. Religion. The city has a reputation as a haven for Satan and his disciples. The Catholic Church has six exorcists on duty. They need them because they the ones producing them. So see what happens anytime you start invoking these and they're on energy centers. Okay, where that Pentagon is in the Vatican, all of that is an energy center since ancient times, and that's where they set up shop so they can invoke that energy. But what happens is, this is why this article is speaking about this. it's known for Satan and his disciples because they invoking these spirits. They invoking it. You see? Turin City, real or imagined. The devil is tormenting this sober industrial city. The devil is there. That's why. All those Jesuit priests are there. And I just happened to find this article when I was looking for the City of a Thousand Churches, and I see they moved it around from off of Google. But I'll find it where it says the City of a Thousand Churches. Just do your search on DuckDuckGo and use a Tor browser. You'll be able to find a lot of information that they try to hide here on Google and here in the States. But it has definitely been known for that. And so when I was looking for it, I found this article, which is a confirmation to what I was getting ready to talk about. The City of a Thousand Churches in Turin City, Italy, right there with Rome. This is what they've been doing, invoking satanic spirits. Wow, and this was in year 1990. Some believe a sinister presence lurks in the shadows along the cities abroad, arcaded boulevards, and haunts the medieval squares and the nearby mountain hamlets of the Piedmontese Alps. Wow. The home of the Fiat Auto Empire. The city the city likes to be remembered as the former seat of the House of Savoy dynasty. That's my family line. That's who they stole it from.
That's my
They
family
were dark.
line.
They were dark as nights.
My
Well,
family,
that's why we in the
they kicked my family out the church.
mm-hmm.
The Savoys.
Mm-hmm. The House of Savoy owned the city of Turin, Italy.
Mm,
But there's a lot of different. This is the house. It's a lot of different family lines that came and that are connected to this House of Savoy dynasty. Just like it's a lot of different names of the 13 families who are ruling the world, but they're all cousins who
hmm
came from the same branch or the same tree, I should say, but different branches. Yep, the first capital of the unified Italy, the resting place of saints and religious relics. These people and the home of the Fiat Auto Empire. Fiat. Remember that car Fiat?
Fiat, yes, ma'am.
Fake, fake car. They named the car Fiat.
Yep, that's the name of their currency.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's one of the things I wanted to bring to you all's attention. Let me see, can I share this other screen?
They're messing with your sound, Empress. I can't hear you. Hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was doing a little quick prayer, asking the ancestors to clear my path, remove all negative energy away from me and my broadcast, my family and my tribe. Remove all negative energy, consume it with love. Remove all negative energy, consume it with love. Control them and consume them with love. All those trying to hinder this message getting out. Okay, city of 1,000 churches. I'll have to see if I can pull up. Now this wasn't up here. This was not. This is not what was up here a couple of months ago. But I'll let you all see what they're saying about the ancient ghost city of Ana,
Ani.
An, Ani. And you see they turning Turkey. See, they're turning Turkey back to its original name. Did you see that? All of the countries since the royal decree went out to remove all corporate entities and to restore all de jure governments back in place. All of the governments around the country are going back to their original indigenous name. There's many of them. Turkey is doing it, but it's not pronounced or spelled the way it has been. That has been a corporate construct. Turkey. It's Turkey. I'm seeking. I pull that up.
Philippines should be going back to Maharlika.
Oh, nice.
Right. See,
Yeah, it's
right now
gonna
it's named after
be a
King
lot.
Philip.
Wow, we're gonna start seeing a lot of that, I suppose. I anticipate seeing a lot of the de jure going back to its original names and state of being. Wow, that's amazing. The confirmations, the ancestors. Um, After the ancestors give me something, they always show me confirmation. And that city is in Turkey. It's a Turkish city. The one I have up on the screen. That's a city of 1,001 churches. Okay, Turin City. So this one is where it all goes down at. Let's see, the city of 1,000 churches. Um, we'll get back to this one, but let me share this screen here. I had to go into Tor browser to find this one. So this is Turin City, Italy, the city of 1,000 churches. This is where they've been doing all this devilment at, and wonder why they invoking devilish spirits. As the article said in year 1990, that they have been invoking satanic spirits. All of this right here belongs to us, Nova. The heirs of the Savoy dynasty. Imposters have been ruling over and taking taking possession of what is heirs of the Savoy dynasty. Those that killed off and conquered. Let's see. It's moving kind of slow. You see all these beautiful structures that they stole? This stuff belongs to us. These people. Wow. Stole all of these artifacts and architecture. Reiterating on this right here. So that was the city of Turin, Turin City, Italy, known as the city of 1,000 churches, where they have been known to invoke Satan worship and known to have a reputation as a haven for Satan and his disciples. This is where all the satanic priests get trained. Jesuit priests, Islamic priests, synagogues, rabbis, all of them are under the same Jesuit order. I want y'all to understand how much power. I want y'all to know and then begin to understand what we've been dealing with and how much power that they have invoked just by the mere numbers that they have had to be able to come against the Aboriginals of the world. This is why the Aboriginals of the world have been suppressed. This is one of the main tools in their tool belt that they've been able to use through a large network of Rosicrucians, Santerias, Catholic, and those that are under this Jesuit orders. This is how they're able to accomplish all the things that they've been able to do against us, because they have all of these churches as a network. They have all the Jewish synagogues as a network. And they're using these people, using all of their people who are under their orders, and these people under their order, under the penalties of death. So, in their families, these people are raised up into this Masonic orders that follow the Jesuit priesthood orders, Scottish Rite Freemasons, and all the sisterhoods and brotherhoods, and all the churches, Islamic mosques, Jewish rabbis, synagogues, all of these networks through religious sectors is how they're getting the numbers. And these people actually have seances and prayers against us not to come back into power, not to realize who we are, to keep us, chasing our tails, crabs in the bucket mentality. This is what they pray for. This is what, we have to come out of. They're using prayer for wicked things. They're using prayer in vain. So you all need to know that if you don't keep up with your spiritual powers and invoking protection over yourself and your family, you may succumb to some of these energies, these forces that are being put out against us, because this is what they do as a job. They on this every day. I've seen them around me every day. And just for those of you that have been watching and listening to my story about what's been going on around me, today was a confirmation. The man next door, now that I'm awake and now that I'm fighting back, now the people around me want to plead a case against me, trying to plead a case against to my son for me to leave them alone. How about that? Little old me. This man, he said, real quick, I'm going to just tell y'all. This man said, leave us alone, Empress. I said, oh, you know who I am. So you just said my name. What made you just say my name? How do you know that? We know who you are, and they know who you are too, pointing to the house over here. These people over here behind me that violated me, and they got taken care of in the spirit realm. So now they want me to leave them alone. It's me against the world. I'm always swinging my bat, my spiritual bat. Need to put something there that makes it clearer. But anyway, that's a testament to what I've been saying. And I'm very in tune with my surroundings and very in tune with what's going on around me. And this man next door, who I had already been telling y'all, has these people around me and coming against me. This man said, Empress, he never talked to me a day in my life. How you know who I am? So believe me, when I tell y'all what's going on is real. What's going on is definitely real. The royal decrees that I write are adhered to, being sent out internationally, and these people are being made to step down. They're being made to give us back what is ours. They're being made to bow down to an heir who has claimed the throne. And I'm not budging from that. I'm not running from that. I'm standing my ground, and I'm learning how to tame these wicked imposters who should not be in the seats of power that they are in to begin with. So now that I'm up on my Empress game, Empress, please stop. Please leave us alone. I just wanted to share that with y'all. So what I talk about, what I do, who I am, is real, and it ain't no game. It ain't no sugarcoating it. Just know that it is going down in a good way. It's going down in a good way for us. It's going down in a bad way for those imposters and impersonators. Ashe.
Ashe wa.
So we taking a look at Turin City. This has been the hub So I recently broke up this hub, Turin City. A couple days after that, the Pope has uh, initiated a bishop from California into cardinal. And I won't be surprised if they try to move him up as a pope soon. Mark my words. If the ancestors don't take them all out first, they're trying to move their power pieces over here to America. See, they're trying to move one of their chess pieces over here to America. The Archbishop, who is now a cardinal in California. So now that they move in there, now that they are being moved out of the Vatican, now they're scrambling and moving their chess pieces all around, trying to see who can they get in America to try to set up shop to come against us. Because what we're doing in America, we've resurrected the empire, Americanus, and we are the ones who hold the seat of power in America and in the world. So this was the move when they had that boy marry Meghan Markle. I saw that move then. They're trying to move their chess pieces around America so they can play a part in the movement of the power. This is what these imposters do. This is what the impersonators do. They try to, they're leeches. They leech off the power of those that are in power. If they can't beat you, they want you to join them. And if you can't join them, they want to move in your power. They want to impersonate you. And this has been a known fact since the beginning of the time that the Jews came out the cave, impersonating the families and taking over their powers. And this is the same thing that they do today with identity theft, which is it's a big deal. I'm telling you, family, this is what goes on. This is what goes on. This is what is currently going on. So that's what I wanted to share regarding what I have uncovered and what I see moving right now, the moves being made right now by the Vatican and by this fake queen who's already dead. And they're trying to inform their people around the world, that they're getting ready to die off her character. So just watch for that and know that the Vatican, so-called Queen Elizabeth and her fake family, they are being ruled by black nobility families who are now being taken down from their positions. So this is why they can't use CERN. This is why they can't use any of the weather manipulating tactics that they've been using. This is why London is being burned to the ground by the ancestors, by the sun god Ra. China the same way. They are under, they are having to deal with their karmic debt right now in these places. This is why they can't stop the drought and they can't come up with no fake rain. These are all of the things that our prayer team, our tribe, our those in our empire that are prayer warriors. These are all the things that we have been praying to stop, praying for them to stop manipulating the weather, praying for them to stop manipulating us, praying for them to not have power over us, praying for them to be removed from our paths. So now we see it happening. We see it happening. So this is why I'm adamant about teaching everyone who wants to learn about your ancestral magic and your protection because you need it. You have to have it if you want to secure your life and your children's lives from the encroachments of those that want to keep their foot on your neck. You have to harness your ancient ancestral powers if you're serious about protecting yourself and protecting your family. Ashe, family.
I said, wow.
So that's it. That was a quick expose on the Vatican and the Queen of England and all those attached to them. So we will see you on the next one. Be sure to go to Imperial Lectures and you can download some of our broadcasts on Twitch. And we also have merchandise, support good content, and I'll see you in